Hello everybody and welcome to week 6 on NPL. You may be wondering why week 6. It's because my opponent forfeit week 5 match, so now I'm 3 to right now. Today match is against a friend of mine, and his team is Hoskins, Upasis, Rotamo, Swallow, Tangrowth, Tojakis and Persimian. My team is Primeep, Incineroar, Charizard X, Tapu Fini, Roserade and Jenga. Now let's start the battle. He sent out Lycanroc, the obvious lead, because he can set up Stealth Rock and do other stuff. And I sent Primeep. I clicked U-turn because I thought he would switch Lycanroc because I can destroy him with close combat or Earthquake. And I sent out Fini, and Fini's Misty Surge activated. He just set up Stealth Rocks, which I can defog with my Fini. This time he withdrew Lycanroc, and he sent out Toxapex. Toxapex is good against Fini. It gave me a chance to just click defog to remove Stealth Rocks. I want this Toxapex as low on HP as possible, so I used Nature's Madness, and Nature's Madness always does 50% of opponent current HP. He used Sludge Wave, but for a super effective move that did so little. Fini restored HP with leftovers, Toxapex restored HP with Black Sludge. Nature's Madness is used once again, and half of his current HP is gone. He used Sludge Wave, and lucky for me no poison, because of Misty Surge, which is good for me. And once again Fini restored HP with leftovers, Toxapex restored HP with Black Sludge. This time I withdrew Tapu Fini, and I sent out Roserade, because I'm also a poison type, so poison type moves won't do much. The opposing Toxapex used Sludge Wave and Roserade lost 18% of HP, and we both restored HP with Black Sludge. The mist disappeared from the battlefield. He withdrew Toxapex, and he sent out Jirachi to get a good matchup. And I used Sleep Powder, which is good when mist disappeared, and the opposing Jirachi fell asleep. And Roserade restored HP with Black Sludge once again. He withdrew Jirachi, and he sent out Torkoal once again, to get that matchup. I also switched my Roserade, and I sent out Charizard X. Charizard's Charizardite X is reacting to the Keystone, and Charizard has Mega evolved into Mega Charizard X. Charizard's speed and attack rose because of Dragon Dance, but he prepared for it, and he used Clear Smog, and Charizard's stat changes were removed. Now that I know that he has Clear Smog, my best option is to attack, which I did with Earthquake, since it's super effective. He used Clear Smog again, because he thought I would use Dragon Dance. The opposing Torkoal restored a little HP using its leftovers. This is a repeat of the last turn. I used super effective Earthquake. He used Clear Smog once again, but the only difference between this turn and last one is a critical hit Clear Smog. And once again Torkoal restored HP using its leftovers. I used Earthquake once again, and finally the opposing Torkoal fainted. He sent Lycanroc as replacement. So I withdrew Charizard, and I sent out Incineroar. Only reason I sent Incineroar is to get Intimidate off. The opposing Lycanroc used Stone Edge that did good amount of damage. I don't want Incineroar fainted, so I sent Tapu Fini. Misty Surge is activated. The opposing Lycanroc used Stone Edge once again. Fini restored a little HP using its leftovers. He withdrew Lycanroc, and he sent out Toxapex. He walls me. I can't touch him. I used Scald. I can't burn him because of Misty Terrain. Tapu Fini restored HP using its leftovers, and the opposing Toxapex restored a little HP using its Black Sludge. I know he's gonna use Sludge Wave, so I replace Fini with Roserade. I was right because he used Sludge Wave, and that's critical hit. And we both restored HP with Black Sludge. The mist disappeared from the battlefield. I withdrew Roserade, and I sent out Charizard, because last time he made a switch. And this time he switched into Jirachi. Another switch, this time Jirachi into his Mega Banette. I used Dragon Dance, which means my attack and speed rose, and Misty Terrain disappeared from the battlefield. The opposing Banette's Banatite is reacting to the Keystone, and the opposing Banette has Mega evolved into Mega Banette. Destiny Bond is used, and Banette is hoping to take its attacker down with it. I used Flare Blitz. The opposing Banette lost 100% of its HP. Charizard is damaged by the recoil, but that doesn't matter, because the opposing Banette fainted, and he took Charizard down with it. I sent Jenga as replacement. He sent Lycanroc as replacement. Lycanroc used Drill Run, and because there's no Levitate Jenga anymore, Jenga lost 100% of its HP, but Jenga's Cursed Body is activated, and Lycanroc's Drill Run was disabled. I sent Roserade as a replacement. He withdrew Lycanroc, and Jirachi is sent out as replacement. I used Giga Drain. I didn't want to use Sleep Powder, because Jirachi is already asleep. Roserade restored HP with Black Sludge. I sent out Incineroar, and because of Intimidate, the opposing Jirachi's attack fell. I didn't need to risk my Roserade if he wakes up, but luckily the opposing Jirachi is fast asleep. He switched Jirachi because I have type advantage, and he sent Toxapex. I used Drain Punch. Toxapex lost 10% of its HP, and Toxapex had its energy drained. But with Black Sludge recovery he almost nullified my damage. Like I said, I want his Toxapex as low on HP as possible, so I used Thunder Punch. That did 40% of the opposing Toxapex HP. He used Sludge Wave, no poison, which is good for me, and I don't know why he used Sludge Wave instead of Scald or any other water type move. And he recovered HP with Black Sludge. This time I decided to pop my Z move, so Incineroar surrounded itself with its Z power, and Incineroar used Malicious Moonsault. And Toxapex finally fainted. And Bob sent out Lycanroc, which is no good for me. Lycanroc used Drill Run. Incineroar lost last 23% of its HP. Incineroar fainted. Tapu Fini is out. Fini's Misty Surge is activated. Mist swirls around the battlefield. To be honest, I don't know why I sent Fini, because Fini is low on HP, and any attack, in this case Stone Edge, can make my Fini faint. I sent Primeape, which should be sent instead of Fini in the first place. I used my move first, in this case Earthquake. Super effective. A critical hit Earthquake. And the opposing Lycanroc finally fainted. Zygarde is sent out as replacement for fainted Lycanroc. I withdrew Primeape, and I sent Roserade as a replacement, because I need to put him to sleep as fast as possible. The opposing Zygarde's attack and speed rose, because of Dragon Dance. And Roserade restored a little HP using its Black Sludge. The opposing Zygarde put in a substitute, which is pretty bad for me first, because he have +1 attack and speed behind a sub, and Sleep Powder failed, because he's behind a sub, so I think that's the game for me. And Roserade restored a little HP using its Black Sludge. He used Dragon Dance once again, attack and speed rose once again. I used Sludge Bomb, and the opposing Zygarde substitute faded, but doesn't matter. And the mist disappeared from the battlefield for the last time in this match. 1000 arrows used, and Roserade lost 100% of HP, and Roserade fainted. And I sent Prameep. Outrageous use this time. Prameep lost 100% of HP and Prameep fainted. And that's the game. I'm 3-3 now, so I hope you enjoyed this battle and I will see you in next one.